No course about PLR products would be complete without a discussion on PLR articles. In this video I want to talk to you about PLR articles and how to use them. Many people just ignore them and don't bother using them. They stockpile them on their hard drive thinking that one day I'll do something with them, and they never do. But PLR articles are extremely good for you. They're very, very profitable if you use them well. Now, PLR articles are good to use as a foundation for web content and for site promotion. You can use them for both. Absolutely fantastic. It's a real quick way to get access to high quality articles for a very, very small price. In order for you to really use them effectively, you're going to have to rewrite them. Many article directories, including the big ones, will not accept PLR articles. You also want to have unique content on your website, really, if you want maximum value from that. Now, my personal favourite way of rewriting a PLR article is I put it in my spinner and I set up the spinner, and then basically you spin the article and it's completely new, and you don't have to go through and rewrite it and then spin it. That's my personal preference. What yours is, that's up to you. You may just want to rewrite it and use it once. I tend to spin all my articles and then I use a unique version pretty much everywhere I use it. Article spinners are fantastic for that. The spinner itself isn't really that important. Anyone will do. What you're really after though is being able to spin things well yourself. If you're spinning something well yourself, you have to have a high degree of uniqueness. So this means you don't just rewrite each sentence, you rewrite components within each sentence. So for example, this sentence here can use an article spinner. You may well spin this to say, you may spin the first two words here. So can use would become can use, it is possible to use, you may want to use, and so on and so forth. What you can also do is spin contractions. So can't becomes can't and cannot. What you're looking to do with a spinner is to change the length of the sentence. You don't want every sentence to be pretty much the same length. You want them to vary quite a lot, and by spinning it like that, then you will get unique articles. I mean, it takes me half an hour to 45 minutes to spin an article, and you may go, that's a long time, but I can then generate pretty much as many articles as I want, and they are completely unique. I mean, the articles are spun by about 300% when I do that, so it takes a long time. I've got to produce something like 300 or 400 articles or more before they get any similarity in them. You want to change your articles by at least 50% really. The more the merrier. An article spinner makes this very easy for you to do. If you make these changes, they're going to be unique, they're going to get accepted in all the article directories. The search engines are also going to see them as unique. Once you have your articles, you can submit them to article directories in order to gain backlinks and traffic to your website. If you've created a product with an information product, like we've discussed in this video, then you can use the articles to point to that site in order to get it up in the search engines and get traffic. You can use an automated tool to submit to the article directories, and to be honest, it's worthwhile. It's not worth submitting to most of them manually. Always do easyinarticles.com manually, and maybe a couple of the other big ones. Go Articles, Search Warp, iSnare, Article Dashboard, places like that you could do manually if you wanted, or you could just use a tool and submit it out anyway. It's entirely up to you. Submission tool will save you a lot of time. Test a few out, make sure you find one that is fully automatic. There are tools now, that there's one or two that will sign up for all the sites for you. They will click on the confirmation emails and so on and so forth, and that is an incredible time saver. The first article submission tool I used, I had to go to 700 article directories and create an account manually, and it was a nightmare. It took me 2 days. So that put me off submission tools for a long time, but now they'll do all that automatically for you. So make sure it's fully automated. You don't want to have to go and manually create the accounts if you can help it. Once that you have them rewritten, you can use them as content on your website. One thing that you can do is use PLR articles as is as content on your website. If your website is based on AdSense or something like that, it's just an information website, then there's nothing wrong with using PLR articles as is. Now what I would recommend is that you use a mixture of unique content and PLR articles, and that way you'll stand out in the search engines. You can just build a site from PLR if you want to, but it's better for you if you can put a bit of unique content in there. I found from testing you tend to rank better. But you can create Web 2.0 sites like Squidoo, Hub Pages and so on and so forth using PLR articles. Very quick, very easy way to get a site up there and pointing to your website. At the end of the day, they're not about traffic, they're about getting backlinks. So pretty much whatever you put on there doesn't matter. So PLR is great to put on there, and you can turn around these sites really quickly. If you don't want to rewrite them or spin them yourself, then hire someone. You can find somebody on one of the forums that will do a rewrite for, you know, $3 or $4, if that. Again, if you're rewriting a lot and several hundred, that can add up. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's not your time spent doing it. So if you've got the money, you may want to look at hiring people to do the rewrites. Using PLR articles as part of an article marketing strategy can end up earning you a very good passive income. It can help your sites get to the top of the search engines, and it can help you make money from free organic search engine traffic. And ultimately, that's what you want. So if you're going to use PLR articles, rewrite them, use them as we've discussed in this video, and distribute them to as many places as you can in order for you to get backlinks and boost your site up the search engine rankings. Rewrite some articles, get them out there. It will save you a lot of time, and it will get you ranking well. And the more traffic you get from that, of course, the more you're going to earn. And there's nothing wrong with using these to point through to your brand new information product you've created from PLR.